Thank you again for stopping at Nine World Chronicles, where we get to discuss gods all the time, and it's truly a joy. Now, one of the more common figures in most mythologies around the world is typically going to be the sun god. The sun is revered because of its life giving properties. So, as we turn our eyes, we look at this figure here who is Aken, whose name means he of the sun. And obviously, by the looks, he is a sun god from the Mayan culture. This is classic Mesoamerican culture. He is a deity whose personality-wise is ambivalent, but at one point he's represented as a young suitor of the moon god Akna. But in another sense, he is seen as the aged god in the sky. His relationship with Akna is very similar to other relationships, obviously, between the sun or the solar deity and the lunar deity. So they always have a close relationship, as these are the two most powerful or most meaningful celestial bodies in our world for most humans. Now, for this culture, he was seen or feared as the bringer of drought, but he also had a capacity where he protected mankind from the powers of evil that were associated with darkness. As we look at figures like this, we always like to pull out associations with other deities of that type, in this case, solar deities. And it is said that he was carried through the underworld at night on the shoulders of the god Sukuyam. Again, very similar to what we see with Atum Ra, as he was ushered through the underworld on the solar bark, but surrounded by other deities for protection. You can pray to this deity at sunrise, and his rituals often include burning incense. This deity was also invoked to cure illnesses and bring wives to men who were bachelors. His attributes include a square third eye, again, a similarity to what we've seen with Ra, but this is subtended by a loop of a strong, what is called a Roman noose. A incisor teeth built into the shape of a T was also one of his symbols. And he had many names: Akan Chobe, Chikacho, or simply God G. Obviously a very powerful and beautiful representation of Mayan cultures and their deification of the sun. And I like to show the similarities between that and what we see in North African beliefs. And I'm sure with other solar deities that we'll find similar forms of worship. Thank you again for stopping in at Nine World Chronicles. As always, click that like and subscribe, and go on and hit that notification bell so you know when new videos drop.